Hi there. Welcome to your online Composition 1 course through Roane State Community College. My name is Professor Maggie Bolden. It's spelled funny, but it's pronounced the same as Golden. You can also call me Professor B if you prefer. And I am so excited to get to know you this semester. This course, Comp 1, is a basic writing class. I'm here to teach and/or remind you about good practices in writing and about how to properly credit and integrate our research. But you're also going to teach me. The theme of this course is Educate Me! And you're going to tell me about yourself and about what you are passionate about. So I am elated, I'm thrilled, I'm so lucky to be a part of the Middle College Military Dependent Initiative. I will tell you more about myself next week when I post your first actual assignment. That, never fear, that homework is not going to be due until the 27th. And our class does not even actually officially start until Wednesday the 19th. I'm just going ahead and uploading this stuff today in the Getting Started module because some students have told me that when they go in before class to their online course and everything is just blank for a long time, it makes them feel anxious. So for those of you who wanted to go ahead and just be sniffing around, no sniffling. There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in Comp 1. This should be a fun and painless experience, hopefully. But for those of you who want to go ahead and be investigating, I should have said, this stuff will be here for you. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 digital tools in your toolbox that you'll need for this course. And in the next video, I'm going to be going over the syllabus, the schedule, the office hours, and some other policies. But again, as far as dates go, class at Roane State does not begin in earnest until Wednesday the 19th, and you will not have an assignment in this class until Thursday the 27th. So you still with me? Thanks for being with me. In general, the videos are how I communicate in this class, and so you will have to watch the videos in order to understand what is going on. My promise to you is that I will always try to keep the individual videos 10 minutes or less. I will not go over 10 minutes. And also, if you prefer, you can treat them like podcasts. So if it is easier for you, because I'm the type of student who I actually process what I'm listening to better if I'm doing something with my hands. I don't know if you know anybody like that or if you're like that, but you are welcome to be cooking, cleaning, doing some kind of craft, gaming if it's something kind of grindy and repetitive where it's not going to take your full attention. If you want to be doing any of those things while you're listening to the videos, that's fine with me as long as you can retain it. You know your own brain and you know how your brain works best. So, 4 tools in the digital toolbox needed for online Comp 1 with Professor Bolden. Here we go. Number 1, congratulations, you're already on it. Momentum. So the majority of the course is conducted via Momentum. That is the website you are on right now. That's the same case for all of your courses that you're taking through Roane State. We will have discussion board posts here on Momentum. I will be posting the weekly modules with detailed instructions and information on Momentum under Content, which is where you're at right now. I will post news updates when and if necessary in News here on Momentum. And we also will submit our major papers on Momentum to the Dropbox, which is linked to turnitin.com. Another component of Momentum that you may or may not already know about is an app, a phone app called Pulse, Brightspace Pulse. If you have not downloaded Pulse on your phone yet, please do that. What Pulse does is it just sends you a notification anytime that I post something that you need to be aware of. So it won't be constant. In fact, it should be no more than at most 2 times a week because it would be my weekly update and then in the news channel, any announcements that suddenly come up that I would need to alert you of. But it's great to have that notification on your phone to let you know what's going on. So again, Brightspace Pulse is an app. I know it works for Apple and Android. Go ahead and download that if you don't have that already. But the thing about Momentum that I don't love is it's not great for communication. It is not optimum for communicating. It's just a little glitchy. The Pulse app doesn't even allow me to message at all, and it doesn't allow you to message me. So we use other pathways for communicating back and forth, and that's where the other tools in the toolbox come in. So tool number 2 is Outlook/RaiderNet email. That is your official Roane State RaiderNet email address. When you go to roanstate.edu, on the top there's a link that says email. Or if you log into RaiderNet, you'll see a preview of your emails there, and you can click it and expand to the Outlook window. You can use the app, or if you're like me and you're a Mac person and you don't use the app, you can just kind of have it open in a browser. But that legally is how I have to communicate to you anything important like grades. I am actually not legally allowed to send you your grades through any other avenue but your official Roane State College email address. So it's really important that you get into the habit of checking that. When I talk to you individually, when I address you individually, it'll be on RaiderNet. It'll be via RaiderNet email. My RaiderNet email will be in this post. I'm putting it at the bottom of this post. It's just my last name and my first initial and middle initial at roanstate.edu, Bolden ME at roanstate.edu. So that's the most official way for you to reach out to me. But it's really common for early college students to kind of forget that email is there. They'll be like, oh yeah, I wasn't really in the habit of checking that. And then 2 weeks later they log in and there's just this like apocalypse of emails. So my best advice to you, if they haven't already said this, is just get in the habit of checking that email every weekday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just check it once. Just make sure you do that. Now, you have a special way to contact me that none of my other students are going to have. And that is called Remind. Now, you may have used Remind before, but what I'd like you to do, if you don't have it already, is go ahead and download it to your phone. It's an app. And in this post, in the Getting Started post, there is a link that you're going to click, and that will get you signed up for our class on Remind. Now, you're probably sitting there like, why is she wanting us to have both email and the Remind app? Well, the Remind app is on my phone. For my silly little mental health, Outlook is not on my phone. I don't have the Outlook app on my phone. When I am clocked in for office hours, I have my computer open and my Outlook email there, but I do not take it with me. I mean, obviously I check it at home, but it's like if I'm out walking the dog, which I do pretty often for sometimes long periods of time, I'm not going to have my Outlook with me. Remind will contact me on my phone and will send me a notification directly there. So I wanted to give you, my online students, a more direct path to my pocket, because you do not have the benefit of interacting with me in in-person classes like my on-ground students do. And I wanted you to have a special way just for you to contact me. So Remind is a great way for you to reach out to me. Now, I've never used it before. If anything goes wrong with that link, let me know. But I did, for any parents who might be listening, I did get this approved through the Roane State College IT department. So I'm not doing this under the radar. This is part of the approved experience of the program. So number 4 is pretty simple. You don't actually have to do anything. It's called Testmoz, and I just wanted to warn you that we will be using an external website for our tests and quizzes specifically. Now, don't panic, because Comp 1 actually doesn't have very many quizzes. It only has 2. There's going to be a quiz over a punctuation and grammar unit, and there'll be a quiz over an MLA citation unit. All you have to do, I will post a link, you click the link, you type in your name, and you take the quiz. It's like multiple choice, true, false, very easy. It's just that's the website that all of my quizzes and tests happen to be on. So you don't have to do anything for that. It's just there, and I wanted to alert you to the fact that we will be using it. Otherwise, you're on Momentum. Congratulations. But get the Pulse app if you haven't already and be logged in on there. Get into the habit of checking your Outlook RaiderNet email once a day during the week. No worries much during the weekends. And then Remind is a way for you to contact me. I will not spam you on Remind. Anytime that I reach out to you, unless it's, something pretty... unless I'm having a really hard time getting a hold of you via RaiderNet email, I won't bother you on Remind. That's a place for you to reach out to me. So don't think I'm going to spam you with announcements. I'm not. Again, 95% of the course is all conducted on Momentum. So, Momentum, Outlook RaiderNet email, Momentum with the Pulse app, Outlook RaiderNet email, Remind, sign up for the class, And last but not least, Tesmos, but you don't have to do anything. So I'm going to pause this video here because I'm about at 10 minutes, and I'm going to record the next video about the syllabus, schedule, and office hours. So I'm going to get my computer and pull up those documents. If you want to be looking at those documents while I go through them with you, that might be a great idea. But thank you so much in the meantime for being here. It means the world to me to get to have this experience with you, and I am genuinely looking forward to it. So, okay, I'll see you in a bit.